Hey, Facebook, going live to all my Facebook family. I'm ready for your questions. Whatever questions you have, whatever questions you want to give. Wait a minute, let me make sure I'm doing this right. I want to be able to get your questions. Oh, okay. Wave at me if you can see me. Okay. Tasha, my girl. Want to give out a shot to Brian, Tasha, 82nd Street. I want to give a shout out to Lawn City, way of the Jeffrey Manor. Thanks for tuning in with me. Santino. Right. Got you, baby. Love you. Hey, whatever questions you have, I'm here for you. Whatever you want to ask me, feel free. Now, I don't know about me seeing so well, so simplicity. Make sure you keep it simplicity. Okay? Keep it simple. Give me some thumbs up if you can see me. Give me some hearts, some thumbs up if you can see me. Okay. We're going to start this off good. You know this is about the human earthquake. There we go. And whatever questions that you have, whatever questions you want to ask, feel free. I'm taking all questions. All right? Okay, I'm going to let y'all get y'all questions together. All right. Let me get y'all questions together. Tell you a little bit about why I wrote this book. I wrote this book because I've always wanted to be a positive impact instead of a negative one. You know, I've been in the game a long time and I took so much from the world. I feel it's my duty to give something back. So, it's time for me to give back. That's what my desire is. I want my story to last from generation to generation so people can learn from the good and the bad and the beautiful journey that I have taken. So, whenever y'all ready, I'm ready. Okay. Have y'all got y'all book yet? Because if y'all haven't, y'all still can get it. I can do this again. Net, I see you. Right, I see you. And this book is good for young people as well. I think that young people should read this book and understand the consequences of the streets. You know, there's always a consequence for your actions. You know, it's even a right way to do wrong. So, we want to get this right. All right? Y'all ready? This is book 1. It's three books. Okay? This is book 1. It's a book 2 and a book 3. The book is about redemption. So I understand that book 1, I'm not redeemed yet. So any questions you want to ask before I get redeemed, you're welcome. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Okay. One of the questions is how I lived through the drama. Well, you know, it's certain rules and regulations to the streets. And I always live by all the rules and the regulations of the streets. I didn't really step out the guidelines too much. What I did, I took it as serious business. Because if you step out the guidelines, you're vulnerable for anything to happen to you. See, in the streets, there's a sense of honor and respect. And long as you stay respectful, there's honor among thieves. You make sure that you stay in those guidelines and you respect people and you will live a long time. That's anything that you do. What? Oh, okay. I've always wanted to help people. That's what inspired me to write this book. See, I'm new at this Facebook thing, so I'm trying to see how to get your questions. Do you roll up the questions like this? Okay. Okay. Book 2 is coming when we get book 1 out there. First, we have to get book 1 out there first. And book 2 will come soon as everybody get book 1. So the fast everybody get book 1, book 2 is coming that net. I hope that answers some questions. Arnold, what's up, Arnold? Arnold is one of the guys from the Jeffrey Manor that came up with me. What's going on, Arnold? One of the legendary JMG. Hey, one of the JMG boys. Okay. When am I coming back to Cali? I'm coming back to Cali in the spring. I'll be there in the springtime. I'll be down there with Damone and Carol and Diane. I normally go down there in the spring and visit them. I want to give a shout out to them as well.
Was it hard to manage 13 chicks?
Well, was it hard to manage 13 chicks? Well, yeah, because that was spreading myself a little thin. But when I was young, I wanted to stretch myself and see what my capabilities was. What number was the number that I stopped? And 13 was kind of a lot. I've had up to 14, but I think I worked best from the numbers of 6 to like 10. So 13 was a bit much, and I found that out. If you know in the book, it's certain things when you spread yourself so thin, it's other areas that you will neglect. So sometimes, it's quality retention instead of quantity. Keita Weeda, what's up, Keita Weeda?
How did you know at a young age that learning from other people's mistakes rather than having to go through the experience yourself?
Well, me learning from other people's mistakes, I've always, even as a young person, I've always been curious. I've always been curious and understand and learn from people's mistakes, even as a young person. So I always watched and observed because I always wanted to do things right. I always want to be the best at whatever I did, no matter what it is. And I guess that has something to do with my personality growing up young. I always wanted to do things well. So I understood at a young age, if you learn how to do things at a young age, or you learn how to do things from mistakes, that you be better. I think that when you make mistakes is one of the principles to perfection. That's how you perfect things, when you make mistakes. And I wasn't afraid to make mistakes.
With doing what you do, did it help you respect the game? Steven,
yeah, I got a lot of respect for the game Because, like I said, there's honor among thieves. There's always honor among thieves. So, you know, respect. That's why I said that was one of the main things. Respect and honor.
Yvonne, where's Power?
Powwow? Powwow, he's doing well. Powwow, he's a truck driver, and he straightened his life out, and he came into the knowledge of God, and he's trying to do the right things now.
Shanta said she remembered that Cadillac.
Oh, you remember the Cadillac? Okay. Yeah, I had a lot of Cadillacs. I was a Cadillac man. That was like uniform to being a player back then. You know, either a Cadillac, Mercedes, a Rolls Royce, a Bentley. You know, you had to have your tools because you had to look the part. And that's one thing that I always wanted to do. Look at the part, because I didn't want to trick anybody. I wanted people to understand what they was getting into.
Joy says she used to live behind the Inglewood Terrace. She remembers you. And her brother said, what up?
Oh, hey, what's up?
Joy.
What's up, Joy? How you doing? Give a shout out to Joy from the Inglewood Terrace. Big ups. Big
Joy
ups.
says, what up?
How did you know at such an early age observe mistakes rather than have to go through the experience yourself? Okay, how I learned, well, actually how I learned how to observe people was actually through Reno. Reno, he was a comedian, and he used to watch people in class and mimic them. But when I saw him watch people, I was very curious about people, because I always wanted to be a doctor or a psychiatrist or something that have to do with the body and the mind. So when I began to watch people, I saw when they movements, it had a language to it. I observed it well. Like I said, when I do something, I guess I'm an extremist. I do it to the extreme. And I wanted to understand people's body language. And as time went on, I got better and I developed into that. So I was good with different languages.
Santino said, I always respected your moves in the game. Santino, wow.
Oh, Santino, yeah. You know, I'm trying to, you know, use it in the right way now. Because there were certain things that I used then that I use now that could work even when you're doing the right things. I did a lot of things that was wrong, but I did the right things. So I'm trying to use it for right.
Sheila says, where is Geisha?
Geisha, Geisha, she's around. She's doing well. She's doing very well. Sip, sip. Hey, hey, the tea lady. Let me give a shout out to the tea lady. I want to thank the tea lady also for having me on her show. Big ups to the tea lady. Everybody support the tea lady.
Faye Foster said, how could you always look out for others?
See, there's one thing about me. I always looked out for other people because I love to share. Back then, I liked for my crew, everybody to have money, not just me. Back then, if I was having money, I wanted everybody to have money. I wanted my whole crew to have money. So I was never selfish. Maybe that's why I'm still here.
Lamona said, did you all live in the Inglewood?
Herb, my man Herb. What's up, Herb? Love you. Herb go back with me. We go way back. And we used to go cross country, me and Herb.
Lenana want to know, did you used to live in the Inglewood Terrace?
Yes, I used to live in the Inglewood Terrace. Definitely. Yes. Inglewood Terrace, yes. Let me give a shout out to the Inglewood Terrace.
Satika said,
Let me give a shout out. Yeah, Inglewood Terrace. Hey, hey.
Danielle Cole says, big ups on your book. You're doing real good.
Hey, get the book. If you don't have the book, get the book. This book is a teaching tool. You know, it has so many dynamics to it. You know, from the single mom till the absentee father to the grandparents raising the grandchildren to the style of music and dance and female-male relationship. And this book can also be used as a tool to understand the many facets of the Black American male in America and the struggles we face in job marketing, education, housing, even the military. It's so many. I'm talking about it's just so many things in this book that can help you.
And then says, speak on why you were able to have so much freedom at the young age of 5, especially going downtown. Readers wonder, since you were actual.
Okay, well, actually, when I came up on 23rd and State Street. We came up in the projects. And when we lived in the projects, outside was basically our babysitters. You know, we didn't have much, so we really didn't have a lot to lose. So we wasn't as careful, probably, as most people that had a lot more to lose. And when I went downtown, it was only 2 stops away, and all the big boys, and not only me, I wasn't the only little guy going. There was other people from other projects that used to be down there selling jets. I definitely wasn't the only one. And this is what we did in the projects. This is just what we did. We hustled. We hustled bottles. We hustled papers. We carried groceries. This is what we did when we were young. All right.
You learned real good from Reno and it served you well, Sandy said.
Oh yeah. Reno was a big influence back then because a lot of stuff, all the people that was around me, I learned from, I observed, and I learned from. I was a little more serious about the game than I think the rest of them might have been. I was very disciplined. A lot of things that I didn't do. I mean, I had fun, but a lot of things that I didn't do. Like, I didn't drink, I didn't smoke, I didn't get high, I didn't curse. I was serious about the game. I mean, I was bona fide in it. And anybody that was with me, any woman that was with me, she didn't do it neither. I didn't allow her to drink. I didn't allow her to smoke. I didn't allow her to smoke cigarettes. I allow her to do none of that. No drug. She was under no controlled substance.
Faye Foster said, you always looked out for me. You ain't shout out, big brother.
Hey, Faye, my little sister. Yeah, I try to look out. I remember I used to look out for my little sister. Hey, Faye.
Danita said,
I love you. I love
you
you.
And your family.
Thank you so much. Bless you. God bless you as well.
Juanita said, is the book religious?
The book 1 is not a religious book. It don't start getting religious till 3. So I had to prepare you for book 2 with book 1. Because book 2, hey, it's going to be bigger than life. But it's not a religious book. It's a spiritual book.
Santino says, you and I played the same streets. It's a blessing to see you press forward.
Oh yeah. Definitely give a shout out to Santino. I want to give a shout out to Pope and Creep in Florida. Hey guys, I love y'all. I want to give a shout out to y'all
Sandra
as well.
Moore.
Little sis, I see you. That's my little sis, Sandra. What's happening, little sis?
My brothers went downtown on the L trains with you and lived that experience. Oh
yeah. See, we all did that. It wasn't just like I went down far as on the L's. And I know that's a young age. You say, 5, what was his parents? My mother was at work. My grandmother, do you remember back then, your grandmother was old. My grandmother wasn't young. My grandmother was old when I was little. Nowadays, the grandmothers are young and fly, but back then, the grandmothers was old. So my grandmother was in the house, and she had to tend to so many other things, and we would be in the front, but I was a drifter. I always drifted off. I always went into other near areas and neighborhoods. That's just how I was. I was a curious boy.
Patricia says she remember riding on a motorcycle with you.
Oh yeah, I was just into so many activities. I was very daring. You know, when you young, you underdeveloped and you physical. So you don't think about the dare or the scare. You know, it's just, you know, you young and you physical, you impulsive. You're very underdeveloped.
Steven said you bringing back memories, shoe shine boys, paper boys, car washing.
Yeah, I got to bring back those memories because that's the way we did it. And if you were from the projects or you was from Inglewood, Roseland, or 79, wherever you was from, the Robert Taylor, all those different areas, we were young hustlers back then. And whatever the cards were dealt to us, we took those cards and we made it work. We definitely took lemon and made lemonade.
Yvonne said, good seeing your Uncle Jimmy in pictures.
Oh yeah, my Uncle Jimmy, yeah. I went to a party, my Uncle Jimmy's 90th birthday party, and my Uncle Seal. I speak about them in the book. They really inspired me as a young person. I really wanted to go into music and acting, you know, and they really inspired me. And my Uncle Jimmy, he's a blues singer, Hall of Famer, and my Uncle Seal, he definitely was an R&B singer.
And Sandy says, shout out to all the young fly grandmothers.
Yes, let's give a shout out to all the young fly grandmothers. No doubt.
Tell them to hit you up with them questions.
Hey, if y'all got questions, hit me up. Now, the book would be a great Christmas gift. So make sure that you can definitely give someone the book as a Christmas gift. That would be nice. It's affordable. It's nice. It's educational. It's a good book.
There was a Winfred. You know another Winfred besides me from Jeffrey Manor? Yes.
Yes. I definitely know another Winfred. A Winfred came off of 63rd Street.
Yeah,
and if the people that lived in Inglewood Terrace, if they know Winfred, hey, show some hearts if y'all know Winfred. Winfred wasn't no joke.
Say what up to the Winfred from the Manor.
What up, Winfred? From the Jeffrey Manor. What up, Winfred?
She said, Yvonne said, talk a little more about Prescott.
Prescott and Powwow were best friends. And what happened to Prescott, you know, you would probably have to wait to book 2 to find out about Prescott. But we never understood or knew what really happened to Prescott. I mean, it's not documented what happened, but what we feel that happened to him. When we connected the dots, that's definitely gonna be in book 2.
And Latika says she is a fly grandma, a young fly grandma.
Key lady, we know you fly. You definitely a fly grandma. Yeah, let me give a shout out to Damone.
And F. Juanita said that she has to pick up a book. Tell her to get it for Christmas.
Yeah, definitely. You can get it for Christmas. It'll be a great Christmas present. Definitely.
Teresa said if you could change anything from your past to make a better future for yourself, what would it be?
Well, for me to try to change anything, would I have changed anything? No. Because if I would have changed something, then I wouldn't be the person that I am today. Those experiences that I carried, they are very useful because I did do a lot of things wrong, but it taught me a lot. And I learned from those mistakes, those life lessons, you know. And if I could go through that to help for someone else to avoid those same mistakes or misfortunes or pain, then I would do so.
Would you say What would you say is hard about? How, would you say had it been for Jabba, the Godfather, maybe you would have done things differently without his policy? How to go about it?
Okay, you talking about Jayhawk? That
Yes.
Jayhawk gave me guidance and instructions, and it would have been different without his guidance and instructions. I think he was a big part of certain things that I did that I learned from him as well. I think nothing would be the same if certain people weren't in your life. So of course he had a big influence on my life because he was in my life. And nothing can be, when somebody into your life, then that changes the dynamics of everything, because your decision making is always going to be different.
Tell F. Juanita that yes, she can order it online right now.
Yes, you can order it online at Amazon.com. That's Human Earthquake Book 1.
Will says, much love. Remember the days of sketching on the back of the cars?
Oh yeah, give a shout out to Will. Yeah, I remember that. All that. That's what we used to do back then. I mean, everything is different now. Everybody is so technical now. Technology. Back then, we made up things to do.
Yvonne want to know, will Powwow be on live with you?
Powwow, we're going to get Powwow on live whenever I do it in the future. I'll get some of those characters to go on live with me. How about that?
Santino got good questions. Santino said, was it hard to transition from a square after the game?
Was it hard for me to transition from a player to a square? Well, not really, because like I say, when my mind got made up, my mind was made up. And sometimes you take things that you did in the past when you were a child, and when you grow up, then you change. You do things different because you come into the understanding of right and wrong. Your integrity changes. Everything changes. You think different because you become more mature. You understand that when you get older, you don't want people to look at you as as something that they can't look up to. You don't want to be destructive. You want to be more dynamic and try to lift people up. And far as us as a whole, to try to influence people and try to give them something that can make them last a lifetime. See, when you teaching people something underground, then that narrows your opportunity. But when you change your life or you influence people to do things different, that broadens your opportunities. So you want people to have a broad opportunities and do the right thing, because when you're young, everything, your integrity, everything, the things that didn't mean nothing to you then, they'll start meaning something to you when you get older.
Joelle wants to know, do you plan on following up with a movie?
Yes, I'm definitely planning on following this up with a movie. No doubt. I think this would be a great movie. Thumbs up. Hearts. How many people think this would be a good movie that read this book? Yes. So, yes. I mean, we headed for the bestsellers list. Let's make history together. We need to take this book to the next level so that it can reach the bestseller and make history. Somebody from Chicago.
And that says that you mentioned your book with Michelle Obama's book. It'll make a great Christmas gift for people who read it.
Yeah, it would. They was on Amazon selling my book as a package deal with Michelle's book. But I think it was to promote both books. That's how Amazon do it. And they put it for a certain price, so that it will look more pleasurable to buy. So, yeah. They saw me in, corner 82nd Street.
Patricia wants to know what happened to Blue.
I haven't saw Blue. I'm not sure what happened with Blue. That's one person that I haven't seen in a long time.
Will wants you to touch on honor among those in the game.
Okay. Someone wants me to touch on honor in the game. Yeah, well, like I said, there's honor among thieves. It's one thing when you're in the game. It's a certain situation. It's a certain standard that you live by, and loyalty is important. And when you're in the game, you understand that loyalty, and loyalty is not to be broken. You know, it's developed as you get older. Most people that was in the game, they're more loyal. And when I had my crew, we were all loyal to each other. We were good friends, and friends are like coaches. They try to push you to do your best, and we all pushed each other to do our best.
So, after Juanita
It's
said,
hard for me to get to all the questions,
Juanita
but
said that you didn't smoke dope. She said
I'm sorry if I can't get to every question. I'm trying to get to
you
all
didn't
the
smoke
questions.
it, but how did you feel? Oh yeah, she didn't type it right either. I heard Bebe is in Minnesota. How's he doing? And when is the last time you talked with him?
Bebe, I talked to him about a couple of months ago. Bebe, he's doing pretty good. As far as what I know, he's doing okay.
It's Wiggy. Keep up. Peace.
What's up, Wiggy? Wiggy is one of the coldest hairstylists in Chicago. I got a story about Wiggy in my second book, but let's give a shout out to Wiggy, one of the masters of hairstyling. He's one of the greats as far as hairstyling. He's definitely one of the greats. Give a shout out to, I know a lot of people on here know who Wiggy is. Am I right?
Donnell Cole said you know him as DJ Dr. Feelgood.
Feel Good, my man. Let me give a shout out to Feel Good, one of the coldest DJs ever. Man, we gotta give a shout out to Feel Good. Man, this man he can play some music. I love when he used to DJ at the East of the Ryan. Man, that was one of my favorite DJs. Let me give a shout out to Sam Chapman as well, Mellow Chris, and Raphael as well, and Eric E. Taylor as well.
And Juanita said you just broke down that verse in the Bible, and she liked it.
Thank you.
Great responses, and I'm learning from your past to continue a different journey. I'm so proud of you. Latrice Hill said. They call it enlightenment, and I'm so proud of yours.
Thank you. Man, I love all y'all, and we in this together. We in this together. I'm looking for more questions.
Bonnie here. What do you miss about those days?
What do I miss about those days? The brotherhood, the loyalty, and being together. But it's not a life that I would live, so I wouldn't call it miss. But when I reminisce, just because you do something wrong don't mean that you didn't enjoy it. It's like smoking or any other bad habit that people have had habits of doing. Just because they stopped doing it, that didn't mean they didn't enjoy it. So when I think back, I enjoyed a lot of moments, but you know, the past is the past. This is the future.
Patrice says she has to go, but it was great. She can't wait for your next live.
Tracy, okay, it was nice talking to you. If you gotta go, until next time, I'm definitely gonna do another live.
Annette said that making the book into a movie would be beneficial to young black men.
Yes, I think that the young generation should understand this book. This book has a lot of elements that young people can understand because of the way things are going. There's no structure. There's no guidelines. We need some leaders out here to be able to support them in every way. They ain't gonna listen if you're not giving them something that they need. You have to be able to give the young youth something in order for them to even listen to you. And then once they listen to you, you have to guide them right. I think we can save the youth, but we gotta lead by example now.
Joy said, "Don't forget Don Vic, and do you remember Latisse?"
Oh, Don Vic. Hey, give a shout out to the great Don Vic. And Latisse, definitely Latisse. Latisse, one of the great ones, legend, hairstylist.
And Bonnie wants to know who would play you in a movie.
Well, y'all let me know who could play me.
We came up with some people.
Y'all let me know. Who could play me? I'm listening to y'all. Tell me. I'm waiting on the response. Who do you think could play me?
The rapper son on Empire.
Really?
Yeah.
On Empire. Okay. I want to give a shout out to Sue. Big ups to you, Sue. You looking good.
Do you have a thought about have you began a mentoring program for youth?
Well, as far as mentoring the youth, I mentor the youth every day that I can. Every time I see youth, I try to mentor them. I try to talk to them and relate to them. I try to offer them the book and so that they can understand that I've been there and I've done that, so that I can build a relationship with them. So once I establish myself and get in a position where they know who I am, I'm definitely going to create a program to mentor young people. That's one of my goals, definitely.
Say thanks to Joy for that one. How much did Magellan influence your life? Herb wants to know.
Magellan, that's the Godfather. That's the real Godfather, Magellan. Magellan influenced, I think that he wasn't influenced, but when I came into being a hustler, I came into being a hustler because that was something that I really didn't choose to do. It chose me. But he predicted that. And when it chose me, that was something that, I kind of tried to get away from, but I couldn't get away from it. It was destined to happen that way. So in the process, I think that I wouldn't say he influenced me. But by me being in the game, he definitely gave me some guidance, no doubt.
And Diane wants to know, are you still in touch with any of the ladies?
A few of them, yeah. Sometimes they'll call, sometimes I'll hear from, even on Facebook, they make comments. But they moved on to bigger and better things. And like I say, your integrity changes. And now that they're in professional positions, like I say, it matters what people think of them. They don't never want to put their reputation on the line. So a lot of them probably won't respond. So.
Charles Fonzie says, what's up? It's Chuck.
Chuck, my homie Chuck. Yeah, Chuck is definitely one of the main characters in book 2.
He's speaking on here.
So
his name is Charles Fonzie.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the main characters in book 2. You're gonna love it.
Stephen Wright says, peace and love, brother. Always keep up doing what you're doing. So proud of you.
Peace and love to you also. Likewise. We all in this together.
Joy says that Lorraine Tate should play you. Casey Cha-Cha says the rapper's son on Empire.
I don't know. If that's what you think, okay. That's good.
You gotta say it so they know.
Okay. Lorenz Tate or the one on Empire?
The rapper.
The rap on Empire.
Yeah.
Who do you think could play me better? The one on Empire or Lorenz Tate? I think Lorenz Tate, he got a little older because in book 1, I'm much younger.
Wani said, may God continue to bless you.
Let me give a shout out to Wani. God bless you as well, my
And
family.
Yvonne said that young Sherman could play you.
Young Sherman. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can agree with that.
Somebody said, Lena said she agreed Lorenz Tate.
Okay. Let me give a shout out to Susu. Everybody know who Susu, one of the legendary steppers.
Where are you as far as your hey, my brother's friend Tony Scales and Lewis Jackson says keep up the great work. So I think you can start.
Okay. Say what Carla. It said what Carla in book 1 and there's myself in book 2. Carla, yes, Carla is in book 1. Yes, she is. Definitely. Carla, if you're listening, you should know that if you read the book, you would know you were in the book.
All right, I think you can wrap it up because it's getting slow. Are you still stepping?
Yeah, I still step on occasions. I haven't been stepping as much as I used to step, but I still step.
Big Damone said, what's up, brother Quake?
Damone. My man Damone. Shout out to Damone again.
You must have heard stepping.
Give a shout out to Damone. Okay. It was good. We're going to have to do this again. And if anybody wants to do this again, let me know. Give me some hearts if you want to do this again. Okay. Well, I want you to, everybody to get this book. It definitely will be a great Christmas gift. I think it would be. So I'm just, saying that this book is a good book. And I'm not saying this because it's me, but I think that this is worth buying this book. This book is a generational book that can last from generation to generation. And I feel real strong and real good about the book. So with all that being said, I think I've talked enough. Till the next time, you know how we do it. Peace and hair grease. I'm signing out.